Okay, we are going to continue. I'm going to show you how to take this. We're just going to make it into a paragraph. So my main idea is school track meets. I think the fact that many kinds of schools, such as high school and middle schools and colleges, have track meets is important. So I'm definitely going to put that in my paragraph. I think how teams win meets is also important. I'll include that in my summary. And I don't think that the idea is that some schools have large teams while others have small teams is very important. So I'm going to leave that part out. Okay. So when you're taking information and you're transferring it, I'm just taking each little part. So we know that many different kinds of schools have track teams. Okay. Middle school, high schools, and colleges have track teams. We said that right here on our idea tree. These teams come together for meets, okay, because we're talking all about the main idea of school track meets on that page. The teams compete against, one another, okay. And then the team with the most victories wins the meet, which is what we said right here. So we're just taking the information from our idea tree, transferring it into a summary. Okay, let's go over our questions. The first one says the world championships are very different, are different every year because, and you're just going to answer it with a letter. So you're going to go back to page 58 and you're going to look. So if I were here and after you're done reading, of course, you're going to go back here and read about the world championships, and you're going to answer this question with a letter. The athletes do different events. They are held in a different country. New events are added every year. Different prizes are awarded to the winners. Okay, and then the second question, it says, why are many running, jumping, and throwing events done at the Summer Olympics every 4 years? So for this question, you're going to want to go back to your reading on page 59, okay, where it says track and field every 4 years, and see where it's talking about the Summer Olympics. And then think about whenever you're answering this question, why are they done every 4 years? So think about what happened in the past when you're forming that answer. Okay, number 3 says, do you think the author wants you to take part in track and field? And you have to support your answer, not just yes or no. So you're going to want to go back. So you have support. Go to this page. It's page 60, and make sure that you've read it over and get some information on supporting your answer for that one. And then the last one says, use the information from your idea tree to write a summary of this cycle of run, jump, throw, the world of track and field. So on this one, this is where all these idea trees are going to come in handy, because you're going to summarize the entire cycle. So think about how we summarized each page, and you're going to go through and you're going to summarize. And today you're going to be reading page 57 to 60. We've already identified the main ideas for each one. You just have to add in the details, and you're going to want to do that before you write the paragraph. Okay. So make sure you read 57 to page 60 and then go and answer those questions. So this is a summary of the whole cycle. Okay, let's look at our word power challenge. Okay, remember, sometimes words have endings on them. If you're having trouble reading a word like this, read the base word and the ending first, then read the whole word. Okay, so we're going to look at this like the piece of silk fabric was the smoothest thing I ever touched. So thinking of the word smoothest, what does that mean? If we add est, est to smooth, remember that's the most smooth or soft. Let's look at the next one. The napping room at the daycare is full of cribs for the sleeping babies. So when I'm looking at the word cribs, think, what's my base word? Well, my base word is crib. When it has an S at the end of it, that means that it's more than one. So we have more than one crib here. Okay, so that's our lesson. Make sure you go back, make sure you read your pages, fill in your idea tree, answer your questions We've been talking about summarizing and identifying the base words in words. Make sure you do your read and respond.